Alright, so I was able to get my hands on a couple of old original Digimon from 1997, version 2s. The outsides are both in pretty good shape. I have already tested them. They still work. They are in good shape. I found these on Facebook. So if you are looking for original Digimons, they are out there. They are available. You just have to find them. So this one still works. I have hatched it. The buttons are very sticky. Everything seems to work so far. I haven't gone past hatching it and anything like that, but the buttons are very sticky. So I want to take them apart and clean them up and hopefully get them back to working new without doing any damage. So let's see how we go. So obviously we want to keep the screws nice and close. I want to take, it's a bit stiff. I don't think that's ever been undone before. So you just want to take the 4 screws at the back off. Now with these transparent ones, you do want to be careful. The transparent ones for some reason seem to be a lot more fragile than your matte colors, block colors, whatever you want to call them. So it did come with this extra keyring that will be coming off. It's not in too bad a shape though, the actual keyring. So you want to be careful when you're taking this off, and take it off to the right because the speaker is connected. And we need to keep that, otherwise we will have to do some soldering. So there's just 2 more screws to get in behind the motherboard. The battery terminals, just before I go any further, look pretty clean, but I will give them another touch up before I get past this, or at the end. So once you've got that off, we just need to be careful of the docker rocker. I want to take that bit out. Now we want to be very careful with the screen. The screen is pressurized, so the more you play with the screen, the more problems you're probably going to have. So we'll try and leave that to the best ability. We'll take this one over. We'll have a look at the buttons. They actually look pretty good. They're not too bad. They're actually pretty good, but we'll give it all a clean. Now, I've just got some 99% pure alcohol. And what we want to do, we just want to give all these connections a nice good clean. I'm not going to play around with the screen because the screen worked fine. We'll give these a little touch up. Sorry, I'm just working on the side here. Just want to give them a clean up. And then we'll give the buttons a good clean too. While you've got it apart, you might as well just clean everything you can. And get this thing looking back like it was in 19 97, which is just crazy to me. So I'm just going to go over a bit of everything. Just give everything a little rub. Any dust, any old grubs or anything that was hanging around in here. Do the same on this back side. Once again, you just got to be careful of the speaker. We'll give that one a little touch up, and then the touch up over here. Got a bit of fluff on that bit. Get rid of that. Seems to be some pretty gunk around the speaker. I don't know if we'll get that off, but no, that looks like that's there. But we'll give the battery terminals a bit of a clean, and the rest of it. That actually looks pretty good. Clean this battery's terminal up. I don't want to do that. We'll keep that one in. Okay. So I'll bring the screen cover back over. And 1 second. Nearly forgot the buttons. This isn't a rush job. We want to take our time with these things. As soon as you start rushing, there are little, I'm not sure if you can see it. There is a certain way this little cover needs to go back in. So you just need to check when you're looking back in at it. Check the screen again, looks good. Speaker's still connected. That's going in nicely. Okay, so we'll go back to the 4 screws. We might just do a test first. Let's just do a little test and see if I haven't stuffed it up. Oh, see, this is the problem. Taking them apart, you can affect the screen. But see, once I put the pressure back on, so once I put the screws in, this should be fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue on. Also, I'll put the keychain back in. It's still making noises without batteries. I don't know how that works. somehow electronics have a mind of their own and can work with our batteries. It's coming together nicely. Once again, you want to be firm, but you don't want to over tighten. You could crack the corners, especially with the translucent ones. Like they crack very easily. So that's together nice. Let's put the batteries back in and see how the pressure is on it. The battery doesn't want to sit in, right? There we go. That looks good. There's no screen marks, no screen lines. So we'll go ahead and put the battery screws back in. Okay, that is looking good. So now that we've done that, I just want to give everything else a little bit more of a touch up. Give the screen a good clean. Give the outside a clean. Depending on what your device is like. I know people don't call them digivices, but yeah. You can take the cage out, give it a good clean under the cage. To me, this has come up very nice. The alcohol just cleans everything, gives it such a nice shine. Give that screen a nice little touch up. And there it is. I'll wait for it to hatch and see how the buttons work. There it is. Now that I've cleaned those buttons, I know I didn't show you beforehand, but these buttons feel like brand new. They are so responsive. I don't have to press hard at all. It feels like brand new now. The keychain's a little bit rusty. I've taken this off, we don't need that. But this feels brand new again. It is pretty much immaculate. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to do another video on this one. I'm going to do the same thing, clean this one up. The buttons on this one feel worse, so it might be dirtier. It might need a bit more of a clean, but we'll look at that in the next one. Thanks, guys. Happy to play with the version 2 original Digimon from 1997.